I just realized my audio is on my speakers, so I'll fix that as we get loaded in.
Yippee. Alright, we're on Lijiang Tower. Is anybody going to attempt to sink a basket? I mean, I feel like every single time I do this, Joshy, I get the line absolutely spot on, and it's just a little bit too short, or it bounces off the backboard. I can never get the length right. The line
Since they've introduced the confetti and things, I have never hit it. I've made it like 2 or 3 times before that, which obviously you can't confirm because there was no confetti in sound, but I have not been able to make it since, and I've punched it the same way, you know. You line it up, and supposedly you're supposed to be able to make it every time, but I've just barely missed like you a million times.
Enough waiting around, let's get out there.
Alright. Well, we have the teams ready to attack now.
Nothing's gonna stop.
I'll send a tweet out to remind everyone that the stream is live, and you can start us off.
Oh, good. All right, let's go ahead and move into Lijiang Tower. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Tornado.ROX going up against Crusuhdude as we get into the night market. Both teams now rushing into each other. Aang, in particular, starting off the engagement as Winston over here on the left-hand side, and unfortunately getting killed for his efforts. Nalar back in with Tracer, and this better not be something that I see for the rest of tonight. This is the first disconnect. I'm going to be so annoyed if this keeps going on.
Oh no. So yeah, we've had issues with Jurasar disconnecting from Battle.net, but I'm still here to radio cast in the time being. It is going to be Tornado.ROX
so
taking the point first.
Oh.
He does get back quickly, which is nice, but
there we go.
Tornado.ROX are going to take the point first after just getting a few kills against Crusuhdude. Crusuhdude have grouped now inside their first spawn.
And the reason why this is annoying, guys, by the way, is for some reason this is happening for me at the moment in Overwatch only and nowhere else. So we'll hopefully get the mistake sorted very soon. I'm particularly interested in watching Nalar. His Tracer has just been so on point, especially when we're playing these King of the Hill maps where you can just get in and get those tasty, tasty picks. Usually he's worth 1 or 2 kills alone at the start of an engagement. That, of course, allows his team to come in and mop up the rest. And so far, Tornado.ROX are not disappointing. Lightning also has his ultimate as Genji, so, you know, 6 seconds instead of 8, but fun is still fun.
Lightning is actually a name that I don't recognize for this squad. Formerly Pretz, signed by Tornado.ROX only from Dorado, so I'm curious if that's another player with a new name. Is that Boomer? It could be. Gravity Surge actually coming out. Did he play? He did play for this team.
Oh man, I hope he's changed his name because of the casters trying to work out what to call him, rather than he's not on the team anymore. We'll have to find out in a break.
Yeah, if you know in the chat, please do let us know. Like former player, Ugor Padua, aka Vino Gradina, aka.
Oh my God, not again.
Oh no, did you drop again? It's 76% for Tornado.ROX right now against 0% still out of the Crusuhdude crew. They are regrouping again in their spawn room. They have Death Blossom and a Winston Primal Rage to work with, but it's actually going to be Tornado.ROX engaging on them. We've got Resentence coming out now from the Zenyatta Mistakes, and Primal Rage Winston actually saves his own life by looping back up onto the side, but the point itself isn't. Like Crusuhdude got lost 3 or 4 members in this push. But looks like Tornado.ROX will be.
Yeah, 99% at overtime is always a difficult position to be in, and of course using your ultimates doesn't matter because everything gets reset for the second time. This is of course, strictly speaking, a best of 5 on the point itself on Lijiang Tower. So the overall match is a best of 3 between Tornado.ROX and Crusuhdude.
Do you happen to have?
I can't hear you very well, Josh. You have to speak up.
I was asking if you had music.
Oh. Let me see. Not sure, actually. I don't think I do.
Okay. Someone asked in chat, so I was just confirming.
No, for some reason, you're a lot quieter than the game sounds compared to yesterday.
I have not changed anything, so...
Not sure why. But never mind, we're popping into the control point now. We're going to see if Crusuhdude are able to bring one back here. They are, of course, 1-0 down in this best of 5, but 3 clear kills at the moment. Very, very clean team fight coming out so far from Tornado.ROX. This is looking incredibly impressive from them. Claws picking up another one as well, and that is a team kill, I do believe, as they take the point first. This is looking pretty clinical to start things off.
Yeah, Tornado.ROX, I think, of course, were favored coming into this as they have been playing together for a very long time and have shown quite a lot of skill as a group, and they almost qualified for the Overwatch Open live event at the end of September, but unfortunately did fall in a very, very tough group. And here we have Aang actually moving forward as Winston, a ton of damage into the backline. Nalar on the Resurgence working the other side. Basically, there was a squeeze play where Nalar ended up getting killing blows. Winston on the other side basically just pushing them. That was Jonah leaping on the side to rejoin his team.
I mean, he screams incredibly loudly for someone who doesn't actually, you know, go splat. I'd just enjoy it. I don't know what else to say. You just gotta go whee on the way. I wonder if Junkrat does that. Oh, hang on a second. Oh my goodness, Nalar, you need to stop this. Oh,
Graviton Surge and Pulse Bomb combo gets 3 or 4 kills there. Easy cleanup there for Lightning.
Very, very nice. And this means, of course, they're up to 55% with absolutely no reply on the part of Crusuhdude right now. They have to group up. Now, if Jonah gets a really nice ultimate off, Genji can, of course, take those 2 or 3 picks early on and really make the damage done. Sound Barrier has been activated. This might be an opportunity for Jonah. Here he comes. Oh no, and moves in, and Transcendence gets popped straight away from Tornado.ROX, so there's going to be no opportunity for him to get those kills in. Claws again with a double, and Winston basically on Zarya duty, but really, he's just annoying Zarya as opposed to killing her, and that is incredible. Nalar as well, with Pulse Bomb available again.
So chat is reporting that the in-game music and sound is too loud, so perhaps just lower that sound. Should be all good. But as we move forward, it's going to be Aang and Crew pushing everything forward. Graviton Surge does grab them at the doorway. We've got Zoomyada heading point just to extend overtime, but still with the sword out of falls there to Jonah.
And that's a second.
Dude.
Oh man, that's a second 100-0. Joshi, your voice is actually cutting out a little bit as well. I've just lowered the in-game sounds, but while we do that, do you want to give me another ring?
Sure.
Let's do that now.
Hello, hello. Alright, we're here now on the garden level of Lijiang, and the Tornado.ROX has already secured a 2-0 lead, 100% and 100%. Looking rough for Crusuhdude.
Crusuhdude. Oh man, this is, I mean, bear in mind, it's the King of the Hill format. Maybe they're better versed on payload or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. And they're, of course, not out of this yet. But so far, I have to say Tornado.ROX has been pretty dominant.
Tornado.ROX, yeah, they've definitely done a great job so far. Just destroying everybody. But now, Jonah actually getting a hot start for Crusuhdude, getting a few kills. Especially taking out Lightning on that Genji is going to be a nice pickup. Also, mistakes and Claws end up falling to Era and Hypox. So, really good stuff. Finally, starting out on this 3rd point for Lijiang Tower.
Wow, and Hypoc maybe doing a little bit of a Nalar there, doing a very good job grabbing 2 or 3 kills off the back. Claws now coming in, trying to get some cheap damage in with Zarya. Excellent angles, of course, able to do that very quickly indeed. And here we go. We have the collapse coming down onto the point now. And it's mainly Claws, actually, and he gets surrounded. We've got Trub as well, sort of moving in there and trying to disrupt, but he hasn't been able to get much in, basically out of the way right now, and as a result, Lightning as well as Nalar have been able to get so much damage done.
It does seem that Tornado.ROX have better positioning and accuracy. As they move together as that death ball, they basically just mowed right through the enemy team. The enemy team, Crusuhdude, did not really have time to set up in a very good position. They kind of just got caught one at a time and fell like dominoes. But wow, Dreft actually getting pulse bomb stickied right there in the middle of the bridge. We had Trop fall up the side. Everything going bad now for Crusuhdude as Tornado.ROX are about to tie it up.
25 versus 29% right now, but unfortunately, the team that's holding this is not the team that's going to prolong this match much longer, because Tornado.ROX are currently about to defend the point as I go ahead and type in my credentials once again. That's 3 and counting Overwatch. I have submitted tickets, by the way, so hopefully we will be able to sort this out sooner rather than later.
Getting back quickly, we've got sound barriers on both sides. Winston's battling it out in the front lines, but it's still Tornado.ROX firmly in control. We're still the way of Tornado.ROX. We've got the enemy Zen down, Dreft slowly falling on the market. Trying to get some damage in. Standing on the point. Flip.
And on top of, I mean, this is going up to 60% in favor now of Tornado.ROX. At least we've seen a fair bit of competitiveness coming out right now from Crusuhdude. They're doing a good job of keeping Tornado.ROX honest, and it's definitely better than 100 nils. Here comes the pulse bomb to follow it up. It doesn't look like that's going to get any kills though, and Era coming in trying to be as annoying as possible with Winston. We see Claus meanwhile in the backline with a good amount of charge, doing a lot of damage, but Jonah at the moment is getting the job done. He's DPSing people down right on top of the point, and we actually have Crusuhdude now going up to 50%.
The Graviton Surge did actually end up getting 2 kills there for the side of Crusuhdude, and that turned into a nice cleanup. Graviton Surge now from Tornado.ROX should actually be able to clean up. We've got the sword out here for Jonah. Could actually slow him down, but Lightning has a sword of his own, and he's going to continue chopping the enemy. Crusuhdude most likely going to fall after Primal Rage ends here for Winston. He'll be all alone against the entire Tornado.ROX team. As he dies, there it finally happened to Millar. The point should be flipped right back to Tornado.ROX.
Yeah, this is quite competitive coming up from Crusuhdude. Unfortunately, it might end up being too little too late. If only every point was like this, but they're starting 2-0 down. That sound barrier is very early on, by the way, Joshy, because now it means when they're on the point, they're not actually going to have that to work with as well. Millar coming down, hunting down Trop from behind. Claw's getting dangerously low there and looks like he might go down. Can Jonah make the magic happen? He's looking for those kills, but unfortunately he gets taken out as well, and we are now into overtime. It looks like Crusuhdude can't make the comeback reel.
Yeah, it's going to be all Tornado.ROX here, 3 points to 0, and it seems it's actually just the music that's a little too loud, because when you rejoin, it's playing the intro music over and over. So you
yeah, that's right. You can't stop like that when you disconnect and reconnect to the game. It just keeps playing the intro music. It's a, shall we say, it's a feature that I've discovered recently. Oh, jeez. Oh, God, that hurt. They're going to wake up with a headache, man.
That was a very interesting play of the game there. Reaper just sitting in the corner, dying after the pulse bomb goes off. That was interesting. Anyway, yeah, our Skype call quality is not great either, and I think that must have to do with just my ISP issues that were persisting from earlier.
I was about... oh, hang on. Oh, and of course, we're in the lobby at the moment, and I can't change the sound. I can't change the volume from the lobby.
Right, yeah.
So I have to wait till we get into the game. All sorts of little bits of tinkering that we're doing with the stream at the moment. I wasn't expecting to host a stream today, by the way, guys. I'm sure Joshy wasn't expecting issues either, so we're all doing the best we can under the circumstances. Just to let everybody know, I think when we started the stream, we were on 70% in-game volume. I dropped it to 55, and I'm now dropping it to 45 and lowering music a further 10%. So there's quite a lot of lowering going on here. So let us know in chat. I actually don't have the chat open at the moment because my preview monitor is filled with Snaz, with XSplit, with Joshy, with like all the text files I have to update. So I don't have it actively open, but Joshy will let me know what the chat says. So please keep your feedback coming, and hopefully this will be super sexy.
Yeah, we'll just fine-tune it over the course of the games here, and Oh man, it's actually just really hard to say Crusuhdude over and over and over because of the weird emphasis. So
I just go with
I'm just gonna call
Cruiser.
them Crew. Yeah.
Cruiser.
At this point, the Crew versus Tornado.ROX, and I actually may even just start calling them Rocks because that is the actual organization. Tornado is their main sponsor, an energy drink, as I recently found out in London.
Yep, that's right.
Sponsors the team.
I have had some Tornado, and I can genuinely confirm it's reasonably tasty. There is an extent to which a lot of energy drinks taste similar, but I'm pleased to say Tornado is definitely not one of the less appetizing ones, shall we say. I quite liked it. I believe I had it at a couple of iSeries.
Oh, that's good.
I also, by the way, just realized, Joshy, we have mistakes versus error, which makes me very happy.
We do have mistakes versus Era. That's pretty good. We also have Lightning versus Jonah, which is not at all relevant. But here we go. May on the attack here from Hypoc, who was playing the Tracer on the control map. Is pretty interesting, and he is actually going to be focusing the healers, looking for Tonic very quickly there. Tonic and the rest of the defense, they're all the way up here. This is kind of an interesting defense that they get set up as well, as Mistakes is not going to have 100% for that res, but perhaps still be able to hang on at the fountain when they res.
Yeah, I think that might have been, to be honest, I think it might have just been a little bit aggressive coming out from Tornado.ROX there. There's a reason that teams don't go that far ahead when they're actually defending, and look at this, you basically get free push most of the way into the market square. So if they were looking for a full hold, that is absolutely not the way to do it. They were just hoping to see if they can get a couple of cheap team wipes. It doesn't look like that was possible.
Thunder coming out on both sides of the attacking team. Actually, charges what sequence like certain attacking team. Just by a red.
Oh wow, that was an absolutely massive res, but it was followed by a Graviton Surge, and we now have one on both sides as Nalar manages to get a double kill with his Deadeye, moving back on now, trying to prevent the cart from moving any further, and he is now on point with his McCree. He's doing a very good job. First on Tracer on Lijiang, now McCree on Dorado, and they have full control right now of the point. It does also mean, of course, that the payload is very slowly moving backwards towards the arch.
Is my voice still...
Your voice is still reasonably jittery. After this, I would probably recommend placing the webcam image of you with something funny and then moving on to a Discord server. But let's do that after the end of this game.
Yeah. I think it's you hosting the ISP.
Alright, so we'll see what happens over there. Don't worry, guys, we're aware of the issues, but we also have a game to cast, so we're going to go ahead and check this out as well. Moving in, oh, and we have, ouch, and Error, unbelievable. Whoa, goes to charge, walks into an Earth Shatter, gets charged right back. That is possibly, quite literally, the definition of tasting your own medicine, and he did not have a good time there at all. The barriers, though, are now back up. The teams have gone back to their respective positions, and it looks ever so slightly less messy. There's a big Graviton Cirque, though, and it looks like Crusuhdude are trying to change that. Hip-Hop coming in with a double kill, and I should point out that was without his ultimate. Death Blossom coming in now as well, and he gets absolutely pinned to the fountain as I get absolutely pinned to the Battle.net login screen.
Well, the crew is continuing to push now after finally getting the kill on Mistakes and Claws. They do reach checkpoint A with only a little bit of time remaining. They now have 3.5 minutes to try and make it to the second checkpoint. Defense is going to go ahead and set up on that high ground as they start to respawn, but the offense is sending Jonah ahead on McCree with the speed boost from Lucio to try and get into position potentially for a big Deadeye. He's got Deadeye available, and he is going on the sneaky ledge here with Reaper and Mercy to try and make an ambush happen.
And still in the process of logging in, dude. Give me a sec.
No problem. All right, the defense is jumping down now onto the cart at the very typical spot. Deadeye from Jonah is sort of behind the action, but he's not going to find any kills with it. Sound barrier does keep everyone alive for the attacking team. There's a sound barrier for the defense now. Aang is going to fall, that defensive Zarya, and it looks like the attacking team still have everybody alive. This fight is taking place over like 3 different sections of the game, but looks like the attacking team finally getting a kill on Lucio is going to open the door a little. Claus gets a pin onto the enemy.
You'll have to ping me back into the game, Joshy. Cheers. Sorry about this, guys.
On the cart, this whole battle taking place slowly here, but reses were used on both sides. Barely.
Alright, so we're back in it. We're going to take a look at what the situation is for everyone who is watching at home. So, the payload, nearly to the second checkpoint now. It looks like, actually, that Crusuhdude has managed to make a reasonable amount of progress. More importantly, they have 3 ultimates available. They've got Sound Barrier, Death Blossom, and Primal Rage for just a little bit of longevity on the point. That's going to be incredibly important. We're going to be starting off, though, with a Graviton Surge right here on the part of Tornado.ROX, and they're getting triple kill from Lightning, and that is before we actually see any sort of blade action, and here it comes out. As soon as Mercy comes out with the res, he is looking for those kills, managed to get Drob. He picks off Jonah as well, and Lightning is making it happen. Sound Barrier did come out in the middle of that for Cruiser, but they're fighting 6v4.
As the fight continues on, it's going to be the defense hanging on to the cart. The Rixer is the last person standing for the crew. They are going to lose this fight overall with 1 minute and 10 seconds left to try and move the cart about 10 more meters. They have a couple of ultimates to try and do it with. Death Blossom and Deadeye can be quite useful for dislodging this cart, but the defense is sitting there with Sound Barrier, Earth Shatter, and Deadeye of their own, as well as a Mercy Res coming up soon. It means the defense is likely to take this one if they play it correctly.
Fingers crossed that that happens soon, because they are not going to have another good opportunity here. They only have 2 ultimates available. Jonah has got a Deadeye, which he might use to actually... He's going to use to be sneaky snake round back rather than initiate the fight. And there's a high noon coming in from both. Jonah looking to try and get the damage done. He dislodges the enemy McCree, but gets taken out by Aang. Absolutely crucial there. And now they're getting pushed right back. 25 seconds left to go, and they are nowhere close to the payload.
With only 20 seconds left, things are looking pretty grim for the attacking team, although this time they do have some ults to work with. It's still that defensive Mercy Res that I'm looking at as giving the favor to the defense. Jonah has now switched onto Genji again to try and make something happen, perhaps try to build up his sword in time. Death Blossom gets basically nothing. Countered by Earth Shatter means the defense is still going to hang on. 4 or 5 kills going the way of the defense very quickly.
And that is going to be that. The first half of Dorado is complete. Tornado.ROX successfully are able to hold at point B. So that's going to be very interesting indeed. They basically need to get past, basically get to the second point, and then they win not only the map, but the series against Cruiser.
Alright, so let's have you host the call this time.
Oh, okay. I thought we... do you want to just switch on to Discord and ping me a link? I don't mind going audio only.
Yeah.
Shall we just do that? Just get it set up and stay on the call in the meantime, and just ping me a link when you're ready.
Okay.
And we'll just hop into like a private room and chat there. I'm fine with that.
All
we
right.
can make this up. And then, as a bonus, when we get a break in the programming, I get the opportunity to find the funniest photo of you I can to put it on the stream.
Okay.
It's great. Obviously, the important things in life, guys. We have our priorities straight here.
Alright,
So
well, you can go start. Yeah.
At the moment, mistakes. Definitely beating error. Which, I mean, one of these guys has to win, technically. I'm hoping that error manages to bring this back. If we do actually see a full hold from Crusuhdude against Tornado.ROX here, that would be absolutely amazing. But they would really have to work for it. Right now, they need to prevent them from getting 89.42 meters after the first checkpoint here on Dorado. So there's plenty of opportunity for them to do that. I would be very surprised if it ends up being... I haven't seen a distance dead heat draw before. I think very, very few people have in their lifetime. I'd be very interested to see if that's possible.
I have not seen it.
I don't actually know if you exactly match the distance whether you win or not. Like, I just straight up don't know whether that's even physically possible, or whether if you match the distance, it's considered a win.
I don't know either.
And Lightning is on Hanzo to start things off here. Ouch. Well, he did start things off. He also died very quickly. More importantly, though, Jonah is going to be playing Pharah, and that's going to be particularly entertaining for all you pyromaniacs in the room. So we'll be checking that out. I know, of course, Joshy has a soft spot for his beloved Pharah as well. So we'll be hoping for some pretty tasty kills coming out from him there. In the meantime, Eng is playing Roadhog, which is really fun, especially if he can actually get a hook off. But Jonah has, of course, spotted him. We'll be taking a look at Eng's point of view now as the payload moves through the archway, trying to get a hook in. Doesn't actually get the purchase he's looking for. Reaper coming in, trying to get a few sneaky kills. But again, Drek will have to move back. And now payload continuing to move on towards that first checkpoint. Everything seeming pretty chilled out right now for the side of Tornado.ROX. So just another day at the office for them at the moment, and that does, of course, mean that very soon indeed we're going to have to see Crusuhdude pull out the big guns because they have no more chances left. They are 1-0 down in this best of 3. They got held 89 meters in here. Oh, and not quite able to actually pick off Farah there, but a decent hook opportunity. Here comes Lightning. Is he going to use his ultimate? He is not. Jonah has got Barrage available as well. Still 5 minutes remaining, though. No panic necessary on the side of these guys just yet.
So I have a suggestion, and we may actually just party in Overwatch, and I can use push to talk to speak, or we can both use push to talk to speak so I can know what you're saying. But Discord is failing to update.
Oh, I see. Oh, can you not just use the web app?
The web app doesn't work when you're in game.
I see. Okay. Yep. I'm happy to try that after this series. No problem at all.
All right.
At the moment, Jonah continuing to get the damage done. By the way, that barrage was absolutely excellent. The enemies were completely and utterly clumped up. Join. Ask Joshy's group. No. It said leaving your game, and it's like press escape to cancel. Whatever you do, don't leave the game. It looks
I think you'll actually leave the game, but that's fine.
Oh, will it not? I just got this big red band across my stream, going, leaving the game in 5, 4, and I was like, please don't do that. And it looks like one of the players, unfortunately, has disconnected. Let me go ahead and find out who. Oh.
But Tornado.ROX, they're about to they were resistant.
Very, very close now to them winning it. They're just picking off the last couple, but never mind. 5v6, and suddenly these guys are absolutely going for it, but unfortunately it's not quite enough to prevent them from getting to the point. So it looks like Tornado.ROX are going to be able to advance here by a scoreline of 2-0.
So figuring out this Discord, it finally updated. I just need to run it as administrator, and it should work.
So does that? Are you saying you need the program itself rather than?
We should be fine with this. Yep.
Because I don't have the program. I was running it as the web app.
Yeah, you can run it as long as yours works.
Okay.
Which goes to me and the screen. It'll be fine.
Cool. And Trob actually there with a number of pretty clutch reses. To be fair, he did a very, very good job throughout that series. It won't be enough, though, unfortunately, to